I am Michael Kourosh. I live in Santa Barbara, California, one of the most beautiful places on earth. My design center is where people come to reimagine their homes and spaces. I work with the best designers, clients with broad tastes, and experts who navigate the fascinating world of design. I'm always excited to learn something new, and I never say no to a challenge. This is Design Santa Barbara. Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kourosh, and today we are in Stratford on A1, the birthplace of Shakespeare. Shakespeare has been the greatest English writer, and they say he was also the best dramatist in the world. Well, let's study his life and his birthplace and learn a little more about Shakespeare. Please join us. William Shakespeare is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's greatest dramatist. Though precious details are known about his life, numerous contemporary accounts and written facts allow modern historians to paint a picture of this brilliant man and the world he lived in. William Shakespeare was born in Stratford upon Avon. His exact date of birth is not known, but his baptism record was dated 26th of April 1564. He was the first son and the first surviving child in his family. His parents were John Shakespeare, a successful glover, and Mary Arden, the youngest daughter of John's father's landlord. His father's business was thriving at the time of William's birth. John Shakespeare owned several properties in Stratford and had a profitable, though illegal, sideline of dealing in wool. He was appointed to several municipal offices and served as an alderman in 1565, culminating in a term as bailiff, the chief magistrate of the town council in 1568. Little is known of William Shakespeare's childhood, but it is believed that he attended grammar school at King Edward VI School at Stratford, which was free for all male children to attend. By the time he was 10, Shakespeare was translating Cicero, Terence, Virgil, and Ovid. As a part of his education, the students performed Latin plays to better understand rhetoric. By the end of their studies, at age 14, grammar school pupils were quite familiar with the great Latin authors. Shakespeare is unique among his contemporaries in the extent of figurative language derived from country life and nature. The familiarities with the animals and plants of the English countryside exhibited in his poems and plays, especially the early ones, suggests that he lived the childhood of a typical country boy, with easy access to rural nature and a propensity of outdoor sports, especially hunting. On 27th of November 1582, Shakespeare was issued a special license to marry Anne Hathaway. He was 18 and she was 26. The reason for the special license became apparent 6 months later with the baptism of their first daughter, Susanna, on 26th of May 1583. 2 years later, William and Anne welcomed twins, Hamnet and Judith. After the baptism of his twins in 1585, and except for being party to a lawsuit to recover part of his mother's estate, Shakespeare leaves no historic traces until Robert Greene jealously alludes to him as part of the London theatrical scene in 1592. This 7-year period, known as the lost years to Shakespeare's scholars, was filled by early biographers with surmises about the onset of his acting career. It is believed that at this time, Shakespeare garnered considerable reputation as an actor and burgeoning playwright. To this day, there is a speculation of what Shakespeare did during this time. Some say he was a school teacher, Others suggest he joined the army. Some even think he killed a man. It is known that by 1592, Shakespeare was an actor and playwright in London. He had garnered enough of a reputation to have his contemporaries write jealous letters of his success. We will be back with more Shakespeare after this short break. Stay tuned. Today we are with Miss Sherry Bagai from Sherry B Design, and she's our in-house window and drapery specialist. So, Miss Sherry, viewers had a question as why should they actually use window coverings in their home where they can have it free and open and everybody can, God knows, look in and they can look out. Could you explain?
There are many reasons, obviously, but I'm going to give you 6 important reasons that why having window coverings in the house is beneficial to you. Number 1 is the style. You know, with adding window coverings, you can make a room look formal, informal, contemporary. You can definitely bring a style and a warmth to the room. Second one, probably, I think the most important would be privacy. We all want to have privacy inside the house, so honeycomb shades are perfect. They would let the light in, but nobody can see inside and outside. I think the third most important reason would be the light that comes through. If you don't have any window coverings, your wood floor can get faded, your area rugs can get affected by the lights. The next important one would be the energy cost. Yes. With the window covering, you can make the room cooler, warmer, and definitely helps you with keeping the cost of your electricity and gas low. Last but not least would be how much value it would add to your home. If you're thinking about selling your home, definitely the right window covering, window treatment makes your home more elegant and more desirable.
More representative,
yeah.
Yes. I agree with all of them. And I highly recommend you, if you're looking for window coverings, come see Sherry B at Santa Barbara Design Center and get the right and proper window covering and add to your home and make your life happier.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today we are at the birthplace of Shakespeare, studying his life and his legacy. Please join us. By late 1594, Shakespeare was part owner of a playing company, known as the Lord Chamberlain's Man. Like others of the period, the company took its name from its aristocratic sponsor, in this case, the Lord Chamberlain. The group became so popular that after the death of Elizabeth I and the coronation of James I in 1603, the new monarch adopted the company, which then became known as the King's Men, after death of their previous sponsor. Shakespeare's works are written within the frame of reference of the career actor, rather than a member of the learned professions or from scholarly book learning. The Shakespeare family had long thought armorial bearings and the status of gentlemen. William's father John, now a bailiff of Stratford with a wife of good birth, was eligible for a coat of arms and applied to the College of Heralds, but evidently his worsening financial status prevented him from obtaining it. The application was successfully renewed in 1596, most probably at the instigation of William himself, as he was more prosperous at the time. By 1598, his name began to appear on title pages of his plays, presumably as a selling point. There is tradition that Shakespeare, in addition to writing many of the plays his company enacted and concerned with business and financial details as part owner of the company, continued to act in various parts, such as the ghost of Hamlet's father and the chorus in Henry V. By the early 17th century, Shakespeare had become very prosperous. Most of his money went to secure his family's position in Stratford. Shakespeare himself seems to have lived in a rented flat while in London and traveled to Stratford to stay with his family for a period each year. Shakespeare was an adept businessman and parlayed the success of his dramatic works into wealth for himself and his family. He purchased farmland and a stake in grains around Stratford. Considerable donations to his church ensured he would be well regarded in the community during his later years and after his death, which came much earlier than expected. After a successful career in London, William Shakespeare returned to Stratford upon Avon at the age of 49 to retire. Some accounts suggest that after contracting a fever, Shakespeare died on his 52nd birthday and was buried in the church at Stratford. His gravestone, written by the bard himself, threatens to curse anyone who attempts to move his bones after burial. Nearby, a memorial sculpture of Shakespeare shows him writing. Each year on his birthday, a new inkwell is placed in the sculptor's hand. Shakespeare's legacy quickly grew in the years after his death. The first complete folios of his work were published in 1623, just 7 years after his death. Today, one of these folios is valued for millions of dollars. Shakespeare is, without a doubt, the most prolific playwright of all time. His work has been translated into every known language and is performed more than any other dramatist in history. It is believed that at any given moment, his work is being performed somewhere in the world.
I hope you enjoyed this video into Shakespeare's life and legacy. The biggest question I ever had was, did they call him William, Will, or Bill? Well, I asked, and they said he refers himself to Will. Well, here we go. That's the house of Will Shakespeare. Until next time on Design Santa Barbara. Today we are with Jess, the owner and creative director of Just LED at the Santa Barbara Design Center, and he's a marvel of lighting. So I understand there is a new recessed lighting that replaces the old clunky big ones, is more ergonomic, and you carry these. Can you explain to our viewers what this is all about and what kind of benefits they get out of it?
Yes, Michael. Traditionally, 6-inch and 4-inch has been the standard across America. The big clunky trims on the ceiling, you'll see them all over America. Since LED has come to another level on recessed fixtures, and as a designer, we like to see tight little go-away trims that you don't see, they're up in the ceiling. So we have trims that are 3.5 inches that go, the light sits up in the ceiling, so when you walk in it doesn't hit you in the face like the 6 and 4-inch traditional cans used to do. They also dim warm, so it's like the old traditional dimming. Everyone loves LED dimming to the way halogens used to. It's called warm dim, so they dim down nice and warmly. So, and it's all sat above the ceiling and it's all optical, sending shafts of light through the room, creating a great mood in the room.
Well, that's very nice, and I have seen it actually in your showroom. Come down here and see what he has to offer and make your house beautiful and warm. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm MICHAEL KOUROSH, and today we are in the beautiful Hope Ranch and with my dear friend Maureen McDermut, the top real estate agent in Santa Barbara, touring this beautiful home that is historic and recently has been remodeled.
Oh, I can't wait to show you. It is fabulous. My
Love
clients
to
have done
see
a great job.
Okay,
Excited to show you.
join us. Please,
All right.
let's go see it.
So come on and look at.
Oh
isn't
my
this
goodness,
beautiful?
this is completely different
I
than
know.
how I remember it.
I know. Well, you've seen it since it was first built in 1994.
Yes.
So-
I've seen it many times
Yeah.
over, but it's completely different house.
Well, when it was first built, it had that old world look,
Yes.
which was so beautiful. And the current owners have taken it into 1930s Spanish, but 22 accents.
Very
2022. I mean, these are all brand new floors, which would be something you would see in a 1930s house. The fireplaces are hand chiseled, and let me take you
And
down.
the
let me show
furniture
you-
is a lot lighter and happier, actually.
Yeah, no,
And
well, it's a light because
looks-
that's how people want to live today.
Yeah.
They want to live lighter, brighter. The open outside, we have a beautiful outdoor barbecue area.
The
She has
backyard
a
with
chicken-
that
she has a
amazing view.
Yeah, she has a chicken coop. I mean, it's really great.
Chicken coop, I'd love to see
Yeah,
that.
we have
oh
chicken
my
coop.
goodness,
We have a
yes.
chicken coop.
It is beautiful, very airy. I like the chandelier.
Yeah.
Still actually could be from 19th century Spanish.
Yeah, well, no, that's the whole idea, to keep that feeling, but make you feel like you're still in 2022. And of course, you'll recognize our
Yeah,
nice
some of my
vignette in the
furniture
corner, some
around
of your
here
furniture
and
in the
there,
corner.
yes.
Yeah, it gets around. So look at that fireplace, though, how they hand chiseled it.
It's massive but beautiful.
Yeah.
It doesn't attack the room. It
Yeah.
just quietly sits in that corner nicely. And
Exactly.
I like the linen sofas and chairs. They
Yeah.
are actually very airy and happy.
Yeah.
Very, very nicely made. But they also have this beautiful antique, what do you call this thing? It's just as big as it's gonna get. It's
nice,
a cabinet. It's
cabinet,
huge.
yeah.
And the
showcase
curiosities
piece.
around. Beautiful.
But I like that. I love the blend of mixing old and new. And that is what people are looking for today.
Absolutely.
Because they want to anchor themselves to familiarity, old, and the new makes them feel contemporary and current.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's go see the backyard.
All right.
It's beautiful. Oh, Maureen, what a beautiful
Isn't it great?
backyard.
I know, it's fabulous.
It's beyond great. Look at this thing.
I
It's
know,
heaven.
I know. So we have over here, you know, you have this amazing view of Lacunba Country Club.
Yes.
And then you have the pool. I mean, who wouldn't want to be swimming there and looking at? And then
that
we have
pool is so intricate and nice. Look
Isn't
at
it
those
gorgeous?
tiles. They're
yeah,
amazing.
Well, those are original tiles, and so they have that older feel because they are older tiles. And then we have ocean views over here on a clear day.
Beautiful day. And I actually look at that pool. You
Yeah.
swim in there and look at the country club.
It's great.
Envious.
Yeah, and then we have our chicken coop. You know, everybody has chicken coops today.
I
in
don't.
Santa Barbara. Well, we can fix that.
Okay, thank you so much.
We'll fix
All right.
that.
I love chicken
We'll get
coops.
you chicken. We have our chicken coop down here.
Do they put any eggs?
Oh yeah.
Oh, silly
yeah,
question. All right.
tons of eggs.
Here we go.
And then we have down beyond, we have a whole children's playroom.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
yes.
no, it's fabulous.
That is
and
very
then it goes
nice.
down, they have outdoor slides. We have over 7 acres here.
7 acres on this hill. That's beautiful.
Over 7 acres.
That's
So we
a
have
lot.
We have a lot of lawn in front. We have a lot of places to play and expand and
I love
practice
this.
your golf if you want.
They are actually very mature trees.
Yeah, mature
And
trees, and we wait till you see our whole barbecue area.
Let's go see the barbecue
outdoor
area.
Sitting.
My
All right.
favorite things about a house is the kitchen,
Well,
the kitchen, and the kitchen.
All right, let's
now
go.
I added the barbecue area.
let's go see
All right,
it.
let's go.
Let's go. So, isn't this the beautiful part? As you know, with our summer nights here, we love eating outside.
Oh,
and they
get
have the
this.
great barbecue, come right off into the kitchen to come out and barbecue.
Amazing fireplace.
I know, fireplace. You've
And
got,
you had that little fountain, that
Yeah.
water spews up.
yeah,
Beautiful.
We've
Beautiful.
got it all. And then we'll go into let's go into the dining room.
Let's go check it out.
So, coming into the dining room,
This is a classic dining room.
it's a classic dining room, and what I love about it is the fact that you can be in the dining room, easy access to outside. You know how we love that indoor-outdoor feeling
A
of Santa
Santa Barbara
Barbara
life.
Yeah, Santa Barbara lifestyle. This encapsulates it.
It's beautiful. You have to. It looks different again. Just much happier, lighter, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Well, they brought in, and they added. I mean, it has an older look to it, but that actually was just.
It's
added
brand
on
new,
there. It's
as we
brand
heard,
new. I
yeah.
know, but you wouldn't know. You think it was here the whole
100
time.
years ago.
Something
This is
like
this is my all-time favorite dining table.
that. Isn't it gorgeous?
This is, we used to sell this years ago. I have the same one in my dining
Do
room.
you?
Exact same one.
Well, you must have good taste.
Oh, well. We sold exactly 50 of these. I'm trying to revive it. I'm trying to, somebody make it. It's impossible nowadays,
Oh,
but
what
I'm
a
trying.
shame, because
it's
is
an amazing
beautiful.
table.
Well, the best part is you know it because you have one.
Yes.
It opens up and it.
It's Italian extensions.
Yeah,
It's just very simple,
yeah,
easy.
it
goes in.
extends.
It's beautiful. It gets 11 feet long. So
Yeah. So
my
you can have
my favorite
many,
dining room.
You can have many
Dining
people
table,
sitting here
yes.
at your Thanksgiving dinner.
All right, beautiful.
Let me
So,
show you the kitchen.
Let's see the kitchen.
right.
My favorite room in the whole house.
All right.
Let's see it. When we come back, we will see more of this magnificent Hope Ranch estate. Stay tuned, we will be right back after the short break. How many times in the last year have you said to yourself, I really need a new sofa? Spending so much time at home lately, you deserve the most comfortable furniture. At Santa Barbara Design Center's massive showroom, we have numerous selections of sofas and sectionals that you can take home today. Or we can custom build your dream sofa. We make the most comfortable and stylish sofas and sectionals in the industry today. Just ask the top designers in Santa Barbara. They use our sofas and sectionals in their projects because they know clients are beyond satisfied with the results. For a decision as important as this, don't go online or buy from a catalog photo. Come into 410 Olive Street and let our experienced team help you find the perfect fit for your home. Trust me, you want to sit on it before you buy it. Today I would like to talk to you about rugs. 3 important things to remember when you are buying a rug. First is the size. Size is very important, and this is what you have to do your study. So if it's for a living room, I recommend to have the front legs of all the furniture to sit on the certain rug you're buying. So go measure it. Make sure you have at least a foot extended beyond the front legs. If you can afford it, get a rug that encompasses all the furniture to be sitting on it. So usually for a living room, you're talking an 8x10, 9x12, a bigger living room, 10x14, and if you want something to sit on it, 12x15 or 12x18. Secondary is the style. It is very important that the style you pick matches the house you have. Check the room. Is it a traditional house? Is it a modern house? Is it a transitional house? You pick the style matching your house and your living style. Lastly, and one of the most important steps, is the type of rug you're gonna buy. I highly recommend you to do your study and see what type of rug is good for your situation. Most rugs I recommend are hand knotted. So these are the type of rugs that they're done by hand. They're mostly natural fibers. They don't have any chemicals. They don't have any machines involved making it. They're hand knotted and they get more valuable over the time, and they're very durable and long lasting. These are 3 things to remember when you're buying a rug. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today we are with Santa Barbara's #1 real estate agent, Maureen McDermut, touring this beautiful Hope Ranch estate. Let's see more of it.
So come on, let me show you this amazing kitchen.
Did I tell the kitchen is my favorite room in the whole house?
I know you were saying that. Me too. So look at this, a La Carnot.
Le Carnot?
Double
Le Carnot.
Yeah,
people
double.
cannot afford one. This is 2 next to each other. Nice.
You know,
she must be a good cook, or he must be a good cook.
I think they both are.
Awesome.
I think they both are. And then
I kind of stay here. No, I'm just kidding, just kidding.
No, come on. Look what they did. This is your third door.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that amazing? Look at this thing.
To look old, custom done. It's custom done.
This is wonderful.
Yeah, I love this. And then of course we have, these are authentic 1930 milk glass chandeliers.
Wow. Got delivered, hand delivered by the milkman?
Something like that.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
All right, sounds good.
And when they first bought the house, this was one room. And I said, you guys, we have to move it into 2022. Make it a great room. We want to have where people can come and embrace. And they took out what was they gutted the whole room. That was a drop ceiling. They removed it and exposed these beams.
These are amazing beams.
I know,
yes.
they were hidden. Can you believe it?
These are beautiful
So,
As they are, look at that.
and it's so great because you have that, again, the
I
indoor,
remember it was
outdoor.
2 different rooms.
Yeah, 2
There was
rooms.
a partition and
now
yeah.
you have, in the corner, we have one of our 3 laundries tucked in there, which is actually a beautiful laundry room. And then you can be eating in here. You can come outside. You have an extra dining.
Again, extra dining
and then, of
room
course,
next to
your,
kitchenette.
your entrance outside to the patio we talked about.
That's fantastic.
And I think you might recognize these.
Yeah, those chairs, yes.
Yeah.
Those are from...
A few pieces in here.
Yes, beautiful.
Good.
So where do we go from here?
Let's go to the primary bedroom.
Okay, and that's the room that has exceptional views, I guess.
It does.
There
it
you go.
does.
All right, after
Let's
you.
Go. All right. So come on in. Let me share the primary with you. I want to start with this door, salvaged from a passing estate mahogany antique.
It's probably time period correct for the house.
Of course it is.
It looks like
Of course it is.
Nice.
And another great feature we have, the fireplace has been hand hewn as well, like the one in the
one
living
downstairs
room.
in the living room.
Yeah, and then finished with a period type plaster. that
It
would
looks
have been
very simple, but you can
Yeah.
see it has the depth into
Exactly,
it.
it would have been used at the time. So then we have, I mean, we have the view of the American Riviera, and then we have the view looking over the Hope Ranch and the Coombe Country Club.
It's just magical out here.
Isn't it
You can
amazing?
see the whole thing under your foot.
I know.
So where are we heading next?
I've got a few more rooms I want to show you.
Love to see those.
All right, come on, let's go. So Michael, here we have a beautiful library that's been transformed. I think it originally was green when my clients purchased the house. And there's antique hardware on the doors. We now have antique sconces behind the beautiful desk. And what a place to sit and do your work. Don't you agree? So Michael, this is one of the secondary bedrooms, and I want to point out, you'll note the birds on the ceiling, and when my clients bought the house, there were many murals here, and they did remove the murals, but they did leave these birds as homage to the former owner, which is kind of nice. And another thing I'll point out that is throughout the house, the nice cutouts around the house that has that 1930s feeling, regarding where your heat element would come out. And of course, the best part is if you're lying in bed, you can sit out and look at the beautiful Coombe Country Club and imagine teeing off.
Maureen, I want to thank you so much for opening the doors of this beautiful home to our viewers and me.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
was excited and interested to see what changes they have done to the house because I've seen it through many different owners.
Right.
This is beautiful.
Isn't it?
Very nice,
Yeah.
updated. You and your team and the homeowner obviously did a great job, and I can salute you. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm
Very
excited.
nice.
I'm excited to bring it to market. I think.
And I'm looking forward to have another house of yours on the show,
Oh.
hopefully soon.
All right, we'll do that. We'll do
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and thank you for coming.
It's my pleasure.